Well, there's good news. Because I was looking at Mars, and I'm the Mars person. I report on Mars for us. Being ruled by Mars, and there's a lot of Mars. See, on Saturday, which is tomorrow, well, we've already been experiencing a passage. I think I already talked about this, but it's a time of healing, believe it or not. But it could just mean that, good news is they built a few hospitals around the war scenes out there, and I realize it's of course we're supposed to maintain a higher vibrational frequency of prayer and just peace, really, and just keep it down, but it doesn't mean that you don't proceed on. And what we're to do now is to communicate more, right? Of course, because there's war in the air and stuff like that. What's the intention here? And I got the message. Pardon me while I use this to clean. I don't know what it is, but I think it worked. Not that it did, but the intention for is to communicate. See, I know that today is, of course, I know what compassion is, and I do have compassion. I know what that emotion is. It's a very active thing. To me, compassion is a verb kind of thing. It's an action word, and so we can act that way in this movie. If you want to be an actor and actress, I know that for sure. I am, as an Aries rising, pardon me while I try and just avoid this from collapsing. My battery cable, it's just, I don't know the thing. Being as is. How about that? See, that's the kind of the argumentative side of the Mars and or Aries prominent person, just very Martian, just is here now, and I am what I am, and that's it. You might have a problem with spontaneity. I don't. And there is divine timing. Ooh, check it out. Dang, that's kind of a trip because A is for apple. We'll see, babe. We'll see what becomes of America. Woo, jeez. Will it get through? Babes, I'm trying to maintain a higher vibrational frequency. But you know what? There's like, the energy. Now, what energy are we talking about, Shauna? Human energy, just human, like the potential of human energy is joy, really. Joy starts to bring about the easiness of how it really is. If you hit the mark, and like work the truth, resonation comes to mind. It's like this harmony that's what comes to mind too, harmony. Easy. Geometry, and that is solid structure, and that's up to you. Do you want to know the truth, or God, or do you not want to? I don't know. That's not really the question. But there are some people who can form the question for us, and the truth is, maybe that they already found the answer and they're just trying to get confirmation. I mean, usually it's children that start doing that, but and then scientists will you know, they're trying to teach their students. They're gonna form questions for them to try and look into, penetrate, and think on their own. I don't know where I'm going with this, babes. I'm just trying to make a more pleasant video than the one that's going to release. I'll release it just after it releases. It's tomorrow when the sun, Mercury conjuncts the sun. This means it's kind of go like this. You know, let me look at it again here. Let's see. I was looking at the beautiful trine with the water trine, and the but the big event really we have to get past this weekend. Mercury going forward, and wow, it's really booking through Libra this month. So it's looking like by the end of the weekend, Mercury is going to go into Scorpio, and right there it's going to trine Saturn. Mercury trine Saturn. That's going to bring a lot of a time to structure communications from the subconscious levels. How that Saturn is working right now in Pisces. Very very trippy place for Saturn to be for the human collective. A lot of times, babes, when I'm trying to speak here, you human beings, whether it's 45 million or just 30 or 3, it doesn't matter. I am humanity. Say it, babe. This is it. I'm trying to just keep up with the calendar. And noticing this beautiful trine coming up this weekend. It's after this hard shit that's going to go on with, okay, we're going to be squaring at the same time that it squares Pluto, it trines Saturn, and that communications that can go on, that should go on between people and as me personally, babes, as a communicator, kind of like the ARiEs, I'm exhausted. I have done my protesting and trying to bring presence to our whole, like, say, what I was talking about is our cartoon. You know, hi, I'm Cartoon Shana. See, this I envisioned it because I kind of did it already. Not interacting much with people, not without thinking, well, I need my straitjacket, right? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna start, you know, coming up with a new dialogue here. It's like, but with them, you know, I know a lot of people are not ready to handle a human being in front of their face here, let alone a highly energetic, just a live entertainer. I know this is a movie, and I'm like, guess what? I can love you. And they're like, oh my God, get real. And I'm like, love is more real, and that's the deal. And they're like, do you keep going on like this? I'm like, yeah, and are you going to call the police? Go for it, go for it. We need to take it to the stage. I'm an actor. Look at the costumes you're wearing. Can we say cut and say, are you serious? Good job. You play that far out fucking character, okay? Ready? And action. Yes! That's maybe what all of this can do, especially me. You know, I'm about collapsing if I don't tap into this beautiful passage. I mean, it's happening at the same time with Mercury. And I'm kind of mercurial, but, you know, let's talk about Mercury and Scorpio. It's going to penetrate into prime causes of things, and people are going to think a little bit more deeper. So where humanity is at, and I am humanity, by the way, big time. You are too. You are not an isolated incident. What you're doing, like you're holding your narcissists at bay right now, and you're like, what I'm doing is remarkable, you know, because it's like, God, oh man, you know, and I'm not perfect. I've messed up a few times, but that's good for them, you know. I mean, really, I'm gonna say no. I know that You know, let's just talk about this. Bottom line, let's talk about it, and let's clear the wind. And I'm talking particularly about my neighbors, and it's like I kind of admit, it's like, well, maybe Shauna, you should go find some other people. Here I go again. This is like the 14th video I've made out of 900 and some odd, where the Aquarius moon is saying, friends, friends. But when I get friends, well, that friend was not really there. Or what kind of friend was that? Or yes, I have friends. You know, I've always had friends. You know, babes, I don't have a problem with friends. And it's been strange the last 3 years, and let alone, babes, for the Libras. Well, now I'll speak for the Aquariuses. Since Uranus has been in Taurus, it's a little bit funky. You know, Aquarius is really intelligent, and there isn't much that you can get past Aquarius because they are 35 years ahead. If you know an Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising moon or sun is the way you're supposed to say it. Even Venus, especially these people, they're robots. They are as cold as ice. Like, well, that's the future. That's 35 years from now. Yeah, they have a humanitarian like code just inlaid in them. Whatever Aquarius they are, that says no. They kind of just set them this like there is no identity. Actually, no. We recycle and now it's time to think of birth rates and stuff like this. Like holy shit, you back way up, and that Aquarius is humanity itself. And if you really want to know the organism, you know, our collection of data on this planet, we all see Aquarius says, I know. And it means we already know. There's the saying, nothing new under the sun. Hello. So I love looking at all of the structures. They don't show us, by the way. I mean, we're very limited, but it's everywhere. And some of it's obvious that there are 3D printers the size of, I say the size of 2 mile, how they can make 2 mile structures, but they show the smaller ones left, and to get everybody to believe, well, what happened to like to contemplate? Was it man? You know, to keep them all confused and everything, I guess. But to me, it's obvious that machinery did it with some kind of scientific way of altering the molecule in the rock. Anyway, I've already talked about this, and the purpose of the video is to apologize for making bad vibe videos. I mean, that means please forgive the last 996. I'm just kidding, babes. Don't let this happen. At least 15 minutes of it is choice. I was thinking, like, well, let's I wonder who has made money over there in Siberia on all my videos, who have just gotten like, well, where's the zenith of any of these videos at all? Like the cream of the, you know, the jewel in that one. If it's just a phrase, frame it and just put it together, I'm sure they have ran their whole civilization on that yet now. And so that's why I don't risk not doing this.